Hey, welcome back to Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. Justice League is coming out in about 8 months or more, and it's getting ready. I mean, I am definitely already excited. Wonder Woman's not even here. I'm getting a lot of DC Extended Universe news, Nightwing, Batman's got a director, lots of stuff, lots of speculation. And here's to add to another one. There's been people talking that the running time on Justice League has apparently been shown on imdb.com, and knowing the sources of IMDb sometimes are not perfect. It's definitely not showing Wikipedia. There is no publicity site that I can see of Justice League anywhere, and so I'm just gonna go with this. So let's just talk about it for a second. So on imdb.com, you go to the site and it shows Justice League is running at 3 hours. To cite Angry Joe, 3 hours. So wow, that's a long movie. I mean, that is an incredibly long movie, especially if you have to sit in those crappy theater seats. Some of the Hawaii theaters right now have not upgraded unless you're going to watch IMAX or RPX, and those are great because those are reclining seats. You can control the recline, and it's perfect. It's like a lazy boy. But the old seats, man, those are hard to sit in for a long time. After 2 hours, you start getting a little numb. And for a 3-hour film, that is long. Not complaining at all. Let's go in reference. Batman v Superman was theatrical, was 2 hours and 31 minutes. Now the extended cut, the Ultimate Edition cut, was running at 182, which is roughly 3 hours and 2 minutes. Captain America Civil War, for all you people that I'm only looking at DC, no, I'm looking at Marvel too. Captain America Civil War clocks in at 2 hours and 27 minutes. So it's very doable. It's just a little bit more. And I have just get the feeling that maybe they're just releasing a 3-hour running time as like a placeholder for something that would probably less. But 3 hour is a good range because they're looking at the past movie, probably Batman v Superman Ultimate Edition was 3 hours. But here's the conversation I want to have though. For Justice League, having a 3-hour cut is essentially a good thing, because if they're trying to tell the story we think they're trying to tell, and that'd be to set up the characters. Remember, we only know about 2 of them, and Batman we know more about, and we already know Batman, Bruce Wayne, come on, of every Batman film ever. So we've already been treated to his character in Batman v Superman. We knew a little bit about Wonder Woman, but Wonder Woman will be taken care of because Wonder Woman movie is coming out. So we got 2 of those characters. We're going to be following them throughout the film as they pick up the other characters of the Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg. And that's fine. So there'll be enough ample time to set that up in a 3-hour film. They could cut most of that beginning part for that, even have Commissioner Gordon in there. But I get, and then afterwards we're going to have to set up the villain. We need to know who the villain is, and we need to know why he's the villain. So we got to set up the mother boxes. We got to set up Steppenwolf, and then why Steppenwolf is there, unless they're gonna hide him as like a mysterious character, right? Then we know Superman's back. Everyone knows Superman's back, but how does he come back? There's got to be a set time for that. And then the thing about Atlanteans, where the mother boxes are, right? If the mother box is in Themyscira, another mother box is in Atlantis, and Cyborg is the other mother box, so that's taken care of in a way. And if Wonder Woman comes out and they talk about a mother box, then that's fine. That'll actually take care of the second mother box for Themyscira. But then we'll save some time in Justice League to talk about Atlanteans. We're going to be setting up Arthur Curry and Mara and all that. unless they're only giving parts of it because there's an Aquaman movie later. So in a sense, this movie may just be very much inside baseball again. For us fans who know DC or a little bit of DC, we can kind of gauge. If we've seen DC before, then we kind of know what the hell is going on. But for the general public, it might be too fast. But the good thing about this is that a lot of these characters are iconic. So the people you would have to worry about is Cyborg, Flash, people know from Flash TV, and Aquaman. So those be the only two that you really need to focus on, and of course the main villain himself, Steppenwolf, and what the hell are mother boxes, right? So that part will have to get a little bit of attention of, and that would grant it for a 3-hour cut movie. Superman coming back. I was thinking about this, and I think I may be even more inclined to say that for sure Darkseid's got to be involved, or Steppenwolf's got to be involved in the resurrection of Superman, or involve him in a way. Like a lot of people say he would come back a villain. He'd come back an evil Superman, under control as like a lieutenant, or under control by Darkseid. And I think that would work well in this timeline because we don't want to stray too far away from the path of the plot. We have to keep it pretty tight knit, or else the story's going to go everywhere. And just to have that enough time in a 3-hour film, that'd be just about right to get everything together. Have them form the team. Superman comes back as a good guy. That might be their focus, to try to get him to be a good guy. And then the final battle, and then end and teasing Darkseid later. So I don't expect Darkseid to be in this. Maybe snippets of it, like Thanos in the other previous films, or Thanos in Guardians of the Galaxy, and they will mainly focus on the Steppenwolf's character. There will be cameos, of course, of other characters, but they're not going to be that prominent. But so in all, here's what my total speculation guess is that explanation of Steppenwolf and Mother Box, Bruce Wayne and Wonder Woman going to find, or Princess Diana to find the rest of the team, exposition of the other team members, Superman, evil Superman, them trying to figure out the mother boxes and get the mother boxes while also fending off evil Superman and finding how to save Superman. Superman saved, final battle, and I think that is huge. That is an epic film, going to multiple locations, maybe even glimpsing of going through the boombox to the other to Apocalypse. I don't know, but it all seems 3 hours seems like just enough. And here's the thing, there was a 3-hour plus cut of Batman v Superman, but the studio cuts it down. The studio cuts it down because they want to show more screenings at the theaters so people buy more tickets. And look how that kind of turned out for people who weren't invested in Batman v Superman, weren't invested in DC Extended Universe. It got freaking razzied, you know. So, but the Ultimate Edition was a perfect cut, and I hope that they're allowing Zack Snyder to do that, the cut that he wants within the theatrical count, even though it's 3 hours and it cuts in half an hour. Come on, half an hour into another ticket, you know. I mean, that could cost millions of dollars in a sense. But I think in the long run, you have to make a seamless story, tight knit, and not feel like there was something cut out. Not feel like you're leaving something on the floor. And if they could do that and release an actual cut that Zack Snyder wants, then that'd be great. Now, all this is for naught. This is just saying that if IMDb's 3 hour is right, it very well could be a placeholder. Let me be that clear. I'm not saying that it should have been a 3 hour and all of a sudden it's not, and someone cut it. No, I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying the probability of a 3 hour and what does that mean, and if that's a good thing or not. I'm just saying that that's a good goal to reach. Not a goal to reach, but that's a good placeholder, I guess, and that's why IMDb may be putting that on. But anyway, what have you guys heard? Apparently, it's still, I might have been wrong where he's not actually editing. It's part of a color suite. I don't know what really that means. But I think it's they're editing the color. I don't know. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens where the actual press release of the running time is. I'd be happy to see it's even 2 hours. Honestly, 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, that's fine. That's fine and dandy. 3 hours, great. I'll sit there. I'd sit there for 4 hours. Okay, I'd sit there for 4 hours. Boom. But that may just be me. But so that's it. Tomorrow is March 1st. Well, as of right now, it's 7:47 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. For a lot of you, it's already March 1st, which is Zack Snyder's birthday. Is he going to release a trailer? I don't know. I don't think he wants to release a Justice League trailer in the midst of a new Alien Covenant trailer. If you go on right now, you probably have seen the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 trailer, and a new one. And I think it might be a little bit too crowded, so I'd say hold off on that, or at least be the last one to release. You know, maybe tomorrow night. But that's just me. But anyway, happy birthday, Zack Snyder! Thank you so much for Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. There are tons of fans that love your work, love your stuff that you do. 300, Watchmen. I like Sucker Punch. I'm not a hater of that movie at all. It's very classy. It's very artsy. I love it. And I just want to say happy birthday. Thank you for giving us the Justice League, coming out November this year. Boom.